Hey viewers, what's going on? Welcome to Wario Land Super Mario Land 3 on the Game Boy and exclusive for GameAnyone.com. So Wario Land is a 2D platforming game developed by Nintendo in 1993, the first one in which you have Wario as the protagonist. Remember, Wario was the final enemy, the final boss in the previous game of this sort of series. I mean, this is part of the Super Mario Land series, but later on, from the next game on, it's gonna become Wario series officially. It will stop any connection with Mario. In this game we still have this connection with Super Mario. So you basically have here the story of the final boss of Super Mario Land 2, Wario. And I insist with this idea of being connected with Mario in a lot of senses, since even if we are introduced this idea of gathering treasures as probably the major goal in this game, apart from passing the levels of course, you still deal with a lot of Mario related enemies, or not enemies, I mean somehow you are related with enemies from Mario in terms of how they look like. But the gameplay is very similar to Mario in terms of this is a typical platformer in which you have a certain amount of lives, you hit blocks to get either coins, hearts or power-ups. In here, coins though have a different function, since you don't get a life by gathering 100 coins for example, but basically the more coins you get, the better the ending is gonna be. That's why probably treasure gathering here is extremely important, since no matter how many coins you get in the regular levels, treasures are the ones who are gonna give you the most amounts of coins. So depending on the amount of coins you get towards the end of the game, you are getting the best ending that you can. Hearts in here pretty much fulfill the function of coins in Mario games, since if you get 100 of those hearts you could see from the blocks, you get an extra life. But if you kill one individual enemy, as you can see at the bottom, you get one piece of a heart. But by gathering a heart itself gives you 10 of those pieces of hearts, so to speak. So of course by killing enemies, by getting these hearts themselves, you can get lives. The thing is, in this game you cannot really get so many lives. It's not very generous in that sense. So basically here the priority, so to speak, is to get as many coins as you can and get all the treasures if possible. I mean, there are just 15 treasures, it's not really difficult at all to find them all. Some of them are very well hidden, but most of them are very easy to find for the most part. It helps you to develop a little bit of your sense of investigation on games, but treasure gathering itself is not a requirement for you to get the game, or for you to pass the game, for you to beat it. But if you're gonna get a good ending, or at least a different ending from the default one, so to speak, it would be better for you to get all the treasures, get as many coins as you can by gathering those treasures. Remember, each treasure is gonna give you plenty of coins, plenty of money. So that would be a good method for you to change at least the ending of the game you are getting. But even so, as I was mentioning before, you cannot pass through this. Later on you will realize, or I'll show you how to do that, since some backtracking is required, but you just need to do it once, since this game is very short in general terms. The thing is, as you can pretty much notice by the gameplay and pretty much how this works, there's still a lot of connection with Mario games. Something that gets pretty much forgotten from the next installment of the games, of the series. As you could see, this enemy introduces the way of getting these doors open by pressing up plus B, and makes appear one of these big coins. You spend 10 of the regular coins for getting this plus coin that you need for getting doors open. Of course this time you got it for free, as a way of introducing this thing. At the end of each of the levels you have these two mini games in which you can either get more coins for your total amount or lose coins, depending on how you do. Well, this time I got, how many coins? I got 45. Okay, you pretty much get the same amount of coins you got, or something like that. Alright, with this 10 tons thing, I lose coins. Pretty much the same amount of I got. I'm pretty much gonna be recovering those 45 again, I suppose. Yep. And you can try it up to 3 times in this particular minigame. I'm not a person who is gonna be actually stopping at the end of each level playing this minigame. It's not something that worries me much, to be honest. Probably next level I'm gonna be showing you the other minigame for you to know, for you to see how it is, basically, but nothing else. Well, I forgot to mention the power-ups here. I mean, that's another of the elements which makes this game very similar to Mario. You can get different power-ups in here, such as these horns. You can also get a dragon head for you to use it as a flamethrower, and also a jet sort of power-up. I don't really know the exact terminology, the exact vocabulary, the official names of these power-ups. You have probably played this game several times, so you know what I'm talking about, so probably you don't need me to explain that in detail, but this is probably the best way of putting or calling these power-ups in a simple way. The dragon head, the jet, the horns. Funny thing, video game logic makes you use your flamethrower underwater and still are able to kill enemies. That is fucked up, I know. And these are the checkpoints. I recovered the horns. I think it is good. You also have to spend 10 of the regular coins for you to make that big plus coin and activate the checkpoint. Otherwise, you won't be able to save. Speaking of saving, the saving feature in this game is automatic. So once you pass a level, your game, your file is gonna get saved by itself. By the way, this is pretty much one of the only Wario games in which you deal with an amount of lives. Remember Wario 2 and 3, which were excellent games, but they were also very criticized because you didn't die on those games. You know, the mentality of the hardcore wannabe gamer, by saying, okay, what's the challenge of a video game if you don't die? Well, the whole point of Wario Land 2 and 3 is basically to collect stuff, not to survive. Those games in particular are challenging enough for you not to be focusing on surviving. I'm talking about Wario Land 2 and 3. Wario Land 2 is definitely my favorite of the series, and I don't have enough coins for playing this minigame, so I'm just gonna skip it. Oh, you need hearts for that. I just noticed. One of them you are asked an amount of coins, and in some others hearts. Alright, this circles with other circle within basically indicates that there is a secret exit in here. There are a few secret levels. But basically, by unlocking those secret levels, you play a sort of bonus level in which you can get lots of coins and hearts. You will pretty much notice when I play it after this, since I'm gonna be getting the secret exit right away. And in the next part I'm gonna be focusing on the normal exit. This part is annoying. Freaking sand. There's a secret passage down there. I think I'm gonna show it, I don't know. Probably not. And here you can get another checkpoint. Well, in some of the levels, honestly, you don't really need to activate them since they are very easy. I'm doing that just in case, you never know, sorry. What's on here? Oh, some coins. Okay, if I had another power like the horns, I would be able to do my ass attack and destroy that particular block. But since I don't have it, I cannot do that. So let's continue on. You can get down there, you can get a couple of power-ups and a heart, I believe. It's completely optional. Well, but by taking this ladder, actually you can get to that area anyway. So I'm gonna show you. I'll try not to lose though. Just hearts. And I changed the power. That's fine, I guess. This is the other use of the horns, not only to being able to do the ass attack and destroying those blocks in a faster way than being just normal Wario. It's very complete. So yeah, now I'm gonna be showing you how to get the secret exit, which is after this. You will pretty much notice that very easily, and you need to pretty much hold the jump button for you to be able to get out of the sand thing and get to the platform. It's very simple. I have 70 hearts. I wonder if I'll be able to play this minigame. Probably not. I mean, probably yes, but I prefer to focus, since I don't have so much time, I prefer to focus on showing you the secret level, which, as I said before, it's not so much of a challenge, but basically gives you the opportunity for you to gather items, coins, and hearts. And here you have to perform the ass attack for you to make an enemy appear and kill him immediately, since that crab holds a big coin. You know, one of those that give you 10 individual coins. And after each set of coins you can see, and before each set of coins, you can gather, or you can unlock a secret block with a heart in it. Here. Very easy to identify. Okay. Very simple. It's gonna get repeated until the very end of the level, which is right here. I told you, this is not so much of a challenge. If you let the crab escape, you can actually go back and the enemy is gonna spawn, so you will be able to... You will be given another chance for you to kill the enemy and gather that big coin. Alright, let's try to play this since we have some time. The more money you spend, the better the prizes will be in this minigame. I'm gonna use just the basic one. You are given 5 bombs, 5 tries to kill the enemy that pass through the screen. And I couldn't make it. I haven't played this minigame in forever, so I'll probably be failing like a motherfucker. I got the least power you can get. Nope, timing is not working well for me today. Shame. Oh my god, come on! Let me kill at least one of these guys. Oh, there you go. But as you can see, it's no hard, it's just a matter of controlling timing. I got one single piece of heart. Not very good. If you, of course, if you get the 5 of them, you get a 1-up. If you spend more money, the prizes I see is gonna be better. Well, there are actually chances for you to get more lives. It just... I don't bother playing these minigames, honestly. Okay. Next time I'll be probably finishing this world, getting the normal exit in this level, and continuing with the remaining 2 levels in this world, the Rice Beach. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next video.